Hi, it's about time I made a video, and today I wanted to do part 2 of that little color book series. And today I want to do color book number 1, which is the all gray one. And I wanted to do a very cool gray, dark, like smoke and shadows, kind of like, you know, the palette from ColourPop. So I think if I could open this, I want to go in with the shades from this row and then a couple of blacks like this one and that one, so maybe these two and then those two. And then I think I'll go in with the shimmer that I sadly accidentally dug a huge hole into. My poor baby. And since we're using our ever so beloved color books from Revolution, I decided I also wanted to use their creases concealer for the eye base. So I was gonna buy their actual eye base, but the second I added it to my cart, it sold out, which is a good sign that their eye base actually is nice. It's a good sign for the company that they're doing well right now. So I'm just gonna carve out my brows real quick with this concealer. So now those bad boys are carved out. So I'm gonna do a little dot of this. It's very sticky, like extremely. Like, so I'm just gonna use a tiny, teeny tiny dot. And I'm gonna take this beauty blender that Miss Mina got a hold of. For you that don't know, Miss Mina is my lovely, hyper-vigilant cat who, despite living in this house with us for a decade, still acts like it's World War III and she's in Vietnam. Yes, I said World War III. But I'm gonna just bring this up to like blend it in with that other concealer. And maybe even wing it out a little bit. Okay. Let me just blend right here a little bit better. I'm trying to make this like under 20 minutes because I have a habit of either making my videos too short, evidence in the last one, or making them too long when I'm just talking about one product. So I'm gonna do one eye at a time, and I wonder if I should zoom this in. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, so I didn't zoom in, I just moved the tripod closer, but I'm gonna go in with this shade and pop that on. Let me pick it up. It picks up very nicely on a brush. I hope it comes out opaque because I know I had troubles swatching them. Oh yeah, that's no problem. Actually, this is going on very nicely on top of that concealer. Like, better than I thought it actually would. So I'm very not mad. I was actually very disappointed with this palette when I first got it, but now with how easily this is kind of just going on, I'm not mad anymore. I know I'm gonna look like a total corpse later, and let's hope I don't scare the kitties. So then I also want to go in with this shade and then this one to just create a little bit more depth. That time I intentionally slurred my words because I am trying my best to be comedic. And this shade, actually, this shade of gray blends on super easily. It's extremely pigmented. I'm very much so in love. Like this, I definitely would use again. Like, look at that. I love it. I love it. And I'm gonna go in with the black. I'm just gonna pat it on the outer V before I actually go into my crease. And then I wing it out gently. And then I also like to go over it sometimes with that middle color, just for a little bit of cohesiveness on it. And then let's go back over this to deepen it. In fact, I might make that even darker. But before I do that, let me go back in with that middle shade to blend out the edges on here. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with that last black. Ooh, that's deep, that's dark, I'm scared. And I'm gonna just put it on the outer V again. Ooh, I'm scared, that's so dark. I do not like black eyeshadow. Well, okay. I think it's useful, but I would never wear just that. And this is like totally out of my comfort zone. This is like so out of my comfort zone that my comfort zone is kind of dead. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly flash to the other eye with that. Oh, that looks terrible in the viewfinder. Okie dokie little chokies. So I went in with some NYX Glitter Eye Primer, and I'm gonna like cut the crease. It's gonna be real simple, real easy. Nothing extraordinary about this look. Like, nothing extraordinary about this look. That's a lie, because I'm gonna add stars because my dumbass can't settle for average. So I'm gonna cut the crease real quick. Only thing I can seem to do in my life. And then I'm gonna dab that out to just pat it like a little bit of setting. And then I'm gonna go in with that shade that I messed up with my nail. And I'm also gonna go in with this shade to bring a little bit of extra brightness to the inner corner. So let's just pick that up. I picked a more dense brush rather than a flat brush because I wanted to kind of dig into it and get as much as possible. Because I noticed that some of these shimmers are very dry, if that makes sense. I know it's a powder, so of course it's dry, but these are like they're pressed too hard, or like the formula, like the binders are too strong or something, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But I'm just bringing that in about 5/6 the way, 4/5 the way, and I'm just going to go in with that lighter shade on that same brush and bring it from my inner corner out into that crease lane. And we're going to look at the shimmer, feel good about the shimmer. For once, I'm not overexposed, or am I? I hope not. But I like that. It kind of reminds me of the Skin Kiss, except more opaque. Skin Kiss highlight that I use all the time for cut creases for no damn reason. All right, so now let's go back in with that black shade to just blend it all together. The top black. Yeah, we're going to go in with the top black. I feel like this look isn't dark enough, actually, now. I've been looking at it in real life. It's dark. It's dark. But in the viewfinder with all the lights, actually I'm using a window for lighting today. But with all the light, I feel like it's not dark enough. And actually, that matte blended in really well with the shimmers. I will say that these shimmers blend really easily. They're not as opaque as they could be, but they blend very, very easily. Like even this side blended even easier than this one did. Okay. We're just gonna pat, 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 blend, 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 blend. Pat, 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 blend, 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 blend. Okay. Pat McGrath, please call me. Anyone call me. Please, I need a sponsorship. Or even just PR. Just something in my life to be fulfilling. To know that this YouTube thing isn't dumb and going nowhere. So actually, I think I might do 2 looks with this palette. Do a look today and then do another one tomorrow. So I saw like this look going around where you like do like the cut eyeshadow, like the full thing. Kind of like my Fenty Beauty look that I did a while ago. But you do that and then you put black and then you do silvers gradienting into it. So I think I might do that because this palette would be perfect for that. So I might also do that. I'm gonna go do my contour and all of that off camera, and then we will flash back. It's gonna take me about 5 minutes, take you about less than 2 seconds. All right, so I did my base. It's not as epic as it could be. This highlight is very not blinding, but I was trying to make it like a natural highlight, but I wanted like a Manny MUA highlight. I'm frustrated. But the eyeshadow, let's get back into that, and we're gonna go in with those same shades and then blend under the eye.
This is the moment where I wish seppuku was an option.
I feel as though the first time I tried doing that, I made a huge mistake. So I'm gonna try and do it a lot more slowly because I accidentally got it into my concealer. And that's no fun for anybody. Oh, I did not just get that on my nose. Dude. Okay, yeah, no, that eye, we're gonna need to do something about it. I'm just gonna go in with one of the lighter grays and try to pat that on top. And I don't know if you can see in the viewfinder, but my concealer on this side has gotten wrecked. I can't fix anything. This is why I don't play with gray and black eyeshadow. I don't know how to play with it. I can do grisaille on paper, but I don't know how to play with this stuff. I don't, dude. Now I'm gonna go in with some white eyeshadow. I don't know. I'm just winging it. Hello, 911, what is is your emergency? I don't know how to use black eyeshadow and now I want to kill my... Well, ma'am, would you like us to call the suicide hotline? No, just get this black eyeshadow off my face, please. I hope no one thinks that just because I work with kids that this video is made for kids, because it is most definitely not made for kids. Do not let your kids watch this. I'm just going to go in with the Jumbo Eye Pencil and Black Bean, and I'm going to just put it under my waterline, but not in it, because I want to just add a little bit of a dimension right there. But not in my waterline, just under it. Because I want to go in with white in my waterline. I'm going to take the same brush and I'm just going to blend it down, because that black does not set itself. The black has come to be inky and spread to all the other nations. Also, have you guys played Among Us? I've been wanting to play, but like, you know how like when you like a fandom and then once you actually get into the show you hate the fandom? I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Because like I like the fandom for it. I like the premise of it. I don't have any friends, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. But like, I'm sure I can find people over Discord who'd love to play it. And I'm sure my coworkers would love to play it. And I'm pretty sure they'd accuse me of being an imposter immediately. Wholeheartedly, because I am an imposter. Alright, so now that shadow portion is done, I think I'm gonna pop on some eyeliner and maybe just these little wispy baby lashes and see how it is. So there, we're gonna look at the final project and then we're gonna discuss the next look. Okay, so this eyeliner is horrendous. I did it with a tiny handheld mirror. I could not see what I was doing, and I think I'm just gonna go in with some white eyeliner, draw some stars, because it will make me feel better. I'm just gonna go in with the ColourPop BFF liner and just dupe, dupe, doopy, dot dot, not a lot, add a lot. This is therapy. Okay, we're gonna do a little boop, a doop, she, and dot dot, pretend that I'm mentally stable. And now we're gonna pop on lashes and go to work because, okay, so I just put on some 25mm lashes because I could care less about the society right now. So this actually, I'm not as mad as I was like 5 minutes ago. Lashes fix everything, as I always say. We love a glam. This is definitely a smoke and shadows moment. And I'm covering the mic! Okay, but I put on some lashes. I'm feeling better. This is great. Okay, so I'll come back in like 10 hours and we'll talk about how well the eyeshadows lasted throughout the day and how well the primer lasted throughout the day. Not primer, concealer.
The eyeshadow lasted all day and I am straight shooketh. And the concealer did not crease even after cooking over a hot stove.
Okay, so I'm back today and I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty Primer to just draw in a cut crease for my eyeshadow. The crease will be like for the whole eyeshadow, and I want to just draw like a rounded part and then a little winged out end at the outer corner of my eye. And I want to make sure it's sharp and then pat it out so that it's kind of set down. And now I want to go in with the darkest black and put that on the outer part of that sharp edge of the cut. And then I'm just trying to pat it on and then blend it at the edges. I kind of want to make like a C shape with the blending. And I'm going in with a dark gray that was right next to it and putting that on. And I'm patting it and blending it. And it blended honestly very well. And now I'm mixing it with that lighter gray that's right next to it. And honestly blending really well. It has that nice little neutral blue undertone. And I'm going to clean the brush and go in with that same silver that I broke. And then after going in with that, I'm going to go in with the white shimmer for the inner corner. So I was actually really shook at how nice this looked to me. I'm going to clean up the edges and then highlight using that same white under my brow bone. I don't actually like highlighting with white or silver because I have like a warm peachy undertone, and I'm also kind of dark, so I kind of need like a gold or a peach or like a champagne. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with that e.l.f. cream gel eyeliner, and I'm using just a angled brush to get it, and I just want to dab and pat all the excess off the brush. And I want to kind of do like full lashes underneath my eye, and I'm going to fail miserably at this, note. I'm going to fail terribly. And so with just those two, if I had stopped there, it would have looked fine. Even though they were complete garbage, it would have looked fine. So I'm trying again with the end of it, like I do when I do my inner corner highlight, and I'm failing terribly. I'm getting it all mixed in with my concealer, and from afar I would look great, but that's not how life is. So I'm just going in with actual like excess product on the brush, because it's actually easier to draw it on with all that extra product on the brush. Oh, ignore Bill walking in the background. But I wanted to add a couple extra lashes in between each of those to make it look like I kind of had falsies under my eyes. And now I want to go in with a little bit of highlight and some lashes. So before I go in with lashes, I'm going to use these little iridescent pearls that I got from Hobby Lobby. It was like $5 for a bin of them. And I'm going to try and use the smallest pearl. So I'm just using a little bit of Duo Lash Glue. Or you like to use the applicator one because I can get a precise placement. And I'm just doing 4 little dots kind of from the middle of my eye to the end. And so I'm just gonna place these on. I thought they would be much smaller because of how small they look in the bin, but once I put them on, they were kind of huge. But that's all right. I want to try this look again maybe in a couple of days, but actually looking at it, it's not as bad as I felt it was in the moment. Let me just do my little Instagram trick for lashes. I actually felt better after I put lashes on with everything. Everything's always better with lashes. Alright, so this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. Sorry the vent's on, even though I'm outside, but I actually am kind of really liking this. I don't like how the pearls came out. They're way too big for what I wanted. I'm a little mad about that, but I'm not mad about the creasing. I think I look like crease. But I noticed that with the primer I use, it's definitely getting really patchy, but it's already like 8 p.m., so what does it matter? I'm not going anywhere special. Oh wait, let me show you the fit. Alright, so that's the final project for the first color look, and I will see you next time on the next episode where we go into the neutral browns. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye!